Hello, I'm Nige.
Hello, Anders. Welcome to the Beer Kit Review. Another review of beer kits. This time, it's one of mine.
And it's
Uh,
this second time we've reviewed this because Anders did this kit in the very early days of the channel.
yeah,
Uh, and I have tasted this one. I think it's not bad. I think Anders is getting better at brewing.
I think one likes to think one is, but every now and then you come across a brew and you think, what the hell did I do
Yeah,
there?
I know. That's the nature of home brewing. Anyway, tell the good people what we're doing.
Okay, it's Bad Cat by Bulldog Brews. Um, an Imperial Red Ale. And I brewed this back in June of last year. I didn't realize it was that long.
It's now January.
Yeah. So we're talking a good 7 months.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good going, yeah. So I tell you what, I won't
Yeah,
harp on about it anymore.
I'm dying to drink it.
I'm going to set
Well,
up.
hold on. I'll reach for my bottle of Black Diamond Gower Brewery bottle.
Are you taking the piss?
I am. Anders never used to take labels off, but this year, his New
New
Year's
Year's
resolution.
resolution. Yeah. Right. Let's get beer cam up and running. There we go. So go there.
Oh, I got a blast of aroma straight after I opened it there. It's very pleasant indeed.
Oh, it's got such a lovely head on it. It's a bit feisty.
It is a lovely redness to it.
Yeah. Which of course the viewer won't be able to see really, but we'll do our best descriptive work, perhaps.
Like a backup glass just in case, and I've had to use it.
I've got away with it. There we go.
It's mine.
Oh, all right, okay. So there we go. And like I said, you can't really see this. Well, I don't know. Perhaps you can see a little bit of red there, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I've got the lights. It's quite a bright red, isn't it?
Yeah. So
I've got all mine in one glass now.
now the thing with the Bulldog Brew kits. Sorry, I'm getting in the way of tasting, aren't I?
No,
I
no,
do
no. I need
apologise.
the head just to die a little.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say about Bulldog Brews, they're quite an unforgiving brand, first of all. Um, I think it genuinely helps that you have a little bit of experience when you're doing these kits. Um, and also you don't, well, uh, you get your malt extract.
Yeah,
You don't need any sugar. That's been all taken care of. You get your hops, you get your yeast, but you don't get your primary sugar neither. So you have to do a calculation ahead of bottling just to work out how much
uh,
sugar
what I
you
think
need.
looking at the problems I've had with Bulldog kits in the past, what tends to happen? It says after 10 days, add the hop tea bag,
Yeah,
or when the hydrometer gets this, put the and it doesn't go quite as you planned. It might brew a little slower, a little quicker, or whatever. And I know I've put the hop tea bag in too soon in the
hmm,
past. Personally, I'd wait for the brew fermentation to finish, then I'd put the hop tea bag in.
that's what I've started doing. I'm doing
Uh,
that with the current brew of mine
because
at the moment.
CO2 eats up the hops. The
Hmm.
CO2 coming out of with the yeast, the reaction, that negates a lot of uh, the, aromas and the flavor
Hmm.
from that hop tea bag.
Right.
But that's one of the errors that you can make. And so if your brew's not going quite, you might put it in. I've had this in the past. I put it in too early, and the fermentations went on for over another week. So the hops have been there for a week, and that yeah, you just get a bit of a grassy taste from the hops then.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So again, that's a thing that will come with experience and from listening to people who brew all like us. So anyway, come on,
cheers.
chin chin. Oh, hello. I can't get past smelling it yet.
Just oh, it's really, really good. Now the kit says this should be 7.5%.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It came in well below, about 6.8 in the end.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry, just checking it. So it came down well below. Uh, am I concerned? No,
no, no.
because it's 6.8. It's
Well, plus your priming sugar, so that takes up to about it's a 7% beer effectively.
yeah, effectively. And honestly, it could be point 0.5 better, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, again, this is the vagrancies of brewing. I've brewed Bulldog kits, the uh, Evil Dog, and that's I've had one brew out at 8.2%,
Hmm.
8% or something like that. They went nuts. Yeah,
And what should that be coming in at?
7.5%.
7.5. Jeez. Right, okay. So yeah.
You get a batch
So
of yeast with a bit of attitude, and
and
there
it
you
takes
go.
it just a little bit further. Yeah. So tell me your thoughts. I mean it's all a little bit too
This is one of the best bad cats I've ever drunk, I think, Anders.
oh well, thank you very much.
Uh, Out of all the Bulldog kits I've brewed, because I've brewed this a couple of times myself,
Hmm.
and when you when I first brewed it, it tasted like a beer kit. You know, it's got that homebrewy taste. And one of the first batches, well, the second batch I did, I think I found a bottle that had been in the shed for about a year and a half or something.
Hmm.
Opened it up, really fizzy. It was amazing once the fizz had gone down.
Yeah.
Uh, Also, it's served. That was midsummer, late at night, and the temperature of the beer was absolutely perfect. Must have been about 10, 11 degrees or something.
Okay.
Uh, this I don't think is well good served cold. This has got to be on the warm
Well,
side.
that's interesting you say that because I had one room temperature the other day and I just thought it had a hint of homebrew about it.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
I stuck this one in the fridge probably about half an hour ago.
All right, so it's
Longer
just taking a
perhaps.
bit of the
Just
edge
taking
off.
the edge off as opposed to just chilling it. Not chilled by any means.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it's better for that.
By the way, describe what hops? Do you know what hops you've? Oh,
Oh, you
I ask these silly
you
questions.
ask the silly questions that people want to know. Okay, let's do some quick. Um,
This is a. I'm trying to describe the flavor. It's almost like an
there
English
is.
dark ale with that sort of nuttiness, but not quite.
Are you getting um sort of dark berries
Yes,
from it?
there's a little bit of fruitiness going on with this.
Yeah. Um, yeah. It's just um,
So it's almost like earthy, like blackberries or black currants or something.
there is almost that, isn't there?
Yeah,
Right. Amarillo
yeah.
and Willamette.
All right, very nice.
both of both of which I'm not really that au fait with, to be honest with you.
Amarillo, I use quite a bit in my American IPAs. It can give a citrusy, grapefruity twang, I think.
Okay,
Uh, Willamette, I've used that in a stout before. I think, no, but it was a kit I had. It was Beerworks, their
oh,
fake
okay,
Guinness kits. That was dry hopped with Willamette. Willamette.
okay. So, in summary, I'm very happy with it. It's worked out well. It
I
hasn't reached the heights of the 7.5 that it
no,
promised, but
it's a very nice pint. I'd say if you're going to make this, you need you need a you need patience. You need to leave it for 4 or 5 months. 4 months. I don't think you started tasting. It's about four months in.
no, it's going quickly. I can't
Well, I
deny.
can see why it's going quickly now because it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I gave this to one of my colleagues at work, and they're a little bit too scared to try it at the moment. They're young,
Fair enough.
you know, early 20s, don't know anything about homebrew,
No.
but leading the way. Um, yeah. So yeah, I think it's. Uh, I think I've done it before and not been that happy with it.
Yeah, I've done it before and not been that
So
happy with it until the last few bottles of the kit.
yeah.
But that was in the days. I think it was just as the channel was starting. I was getting through the last of the bottles from a brew.
Okay. Right.
Uh, but yeah, I'm sure I will brew this again at some point, or perhaps not. I don't know.
Yeah. The thing is, you keep talking about Evil Dog because that's
I
one of your
know
favorites,
if
isn't
I'm
it?
going to spend, I'd get that. I think
Yeah.
because I mean I do a lot of grain brewing as well, and I've done a American red ale before, which I quite enjoyed.
Yeah.
Which
And I'm very tempted. I mean, I keep going back to Bulldog Brews because if you get them right, they're magnificent.
yes, yeah.
Oh, apart.
Apart from the one that shouldn't really be named anymore.
Man, so late the brew. Um, but on the whole, they're magnificent and they do well. Uh, and so I keep returning to them. There are still a few that I haven't tried, so I will.
Actually, I think a public service, we need to clarify that Bulldog Brews Easter Stout, because it's this time of year, you think, oh, I could get that and I'll be ready for Easter. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's oh,
Sometimes, and I will go to the Belgian Dubbel Festival here. Sometimes you can do a brew and it doesn't work. And then you can try it again and it works an absolute treat and it comes in like an absolute banger. Sometimes you can try something like the chocolate Easter Stout and you just know that whatever you do,
it's going to taste awful.
it's still going to be an absolute dog. No,
Yes.
absolutely don't do it, please don't.
I feel we've done a public service now.
I think we have. And we have managed to crowbar that beer into yet another episode.
Yes. Marvelous.
Yeah. Um, but yes, anyway, there are a couple of beers that I haven't tried from Brewdog Company, so I shall be trying those. Roger's Reward is one of them. I've never done that one. I know a friend of ours, Mark, is doing that at the moment, isn't he?
I've done that in the past, but it didn't work very well because very early days, my home brewing.
Okay. All right.
There was a few temperature issues on fermentation and some very fizzy bottle.
Okay. Oh, that's, yeah. Okay. So anyway, look, in summation, to sum up, I can highly recommend this beer. Take your time with it. Give it a bit of love, a bit of time, and I think you'll thank me for urging you towards that. I really do. Um, anyway, we're going to nick off now because we've got to finish this and then fall asleep. So we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.